Back to my channel, and today in this video we'll be seeing the CURE algorithm in the big data analytics for partitioning the samples. That is, for clustering algorithm in big data we mainly use the CURE algorithm. So CURE stands for clustering using representatives. So this algorithm is a bit easy. So there are two different steps for solving this problem or solving this algorithm. That is the initialization step we have for the clusters, and finally we have the completion phase. So this is the diagram. As you can see, we have some data that is pre-processing. We draw a random sample from that data and we partition those samples and then partition those clusters partially, and from that we eliminate the outliers or the noise which are there, and then cluster the partitions that we will merge it again. So this comes towards the completion phase. I will discuss regarding that. And finally we label the data on the disk, and we have the processed data, that is a cluster with a very few noise or the outliers. So this is an overview. Let us go into the detail of the clustering algorithm, that is the CURE algorithm for the big data. So in this, first, while starting this algorithm, there are three main features of the CURE that you need to understand. That is, the CURE algorithm basically is used for identifying the spherical as well as the non-spherical clusters. Usually for spherical there is separate algorithm used, and for non-spherical identification there are separate algorithms used. So CURE algorithm will consider both of this and will provide an optimal solution to these algorithms. Next is that instead of using one point centroid as in most of the algorithms, CURE uses some sort of well-defined representative points, that is these points, for efficiently handling the clusters and for eliminating the outliers. So this is one major feature which is in the CURE algorithm. And next we have the final most important feature of this CURE algorithm is that it uses the random sampling technique as well as the partitioning technique for its execution purpose, that we'll see in the initialization step. So let's start this algorithm. So in the step 1, that is the initialization step, we have the hierarchical clustering algorithm. So the algorithm it uses is the hierarchical clustering algorithm. So this HCA or the hierarchical clustering algorithm uses a set of representative points, well-defined representative points, instead of one point centroid. Now this representative points will calculate the mean distances between the centers of the two centroids or the two clusters in fact, and then it will calculate their distances, and then it will identify whether it is a representative or not. One important thing of this representative points, why CURE uses this representative points. So what is the major thing in CURE than the other algorithms? So see, CURE has basically this representative points, which representative points are used to identify the spherical shape of the cluster and the geometry of the cluster. And after partitioning into small samples, then it will run again the hierarchical clustering algorithm, which will be used to remove the abnormalities and the outliers which are present in the cluster. So this is the main feature of this representative points, which are seen only in the hierarchical clustering algorithm, which is specially used for the CURE algorithm. And next we come down to the random sampling. So this is the most important thing in the CURE algorithm. Since in a stream, that is in a data, when we input some of these samples, it will be of any shape, random shape. So in order to process it and to give a tight and compact space or a moderate space in fact, we use the random sampling, that it will take any number of samples and it random, and then take any number of samples and random. So it will be sent into slots, and this main thing that the CURE takes care of, that it only processes the moderate samples which are used. So for getting a good amount of a good results, finally we can have the from the processed data. So that is one major thing in the random sampling for the CURE algorithm. Next we move on to the partitioning. This also has the same weightage for the random sampling, that is partitioning will partition the clusters into different number of partitions. Say for example we can have p number of partitions, and each of the partition will have a size of n by p, that is the number divided by the partition, and then it will do the random sampling again on this partition. So this partition will used to be used for the reduced efficient time, that for faster execution and purpose, this partitioning is done in the Cure algorithm. Next, we have the labeling the data on the disk. So this is used to identify uniquely that particular cluster or that particular data is there on that disk, so as to compare it with other representative points. So this is basically done by since we have the representative points scattered on one simple cluster, then after we sample it into partitions, these partitions will have each of the representative points into that, and from that we will see that which is the closest nearest representative points to that, and will label that name to that data on the disk. So that is how we label the data on the disk. And finally we handle the outliers. So outliers is handled like in the initial stage, like from the pre-processing stage, there will be many number of outliers. So after a 2/3 or 1/3 processing is done for the sampling, these outliers will be eliminated by calculating their x and y coordinates, and that is done internally. So that's how the handling of outliers is done. So all this comes into the initialization step. Still not the Cure algorithm is not yet over, but in the final step, that is the step 2, that is the completion phase, we have to merge all these clusters by using their respective representative points and then matching it with the data on the disk, that is from the storage, that is on the RAM. Then after we compare all those and then matching and mixing is done, we finally merge those clusters and will produce the processed data. So this is the Cure algorithm in total in detail. So this is a diagram for summarizing what I have told in the 2 steps. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.